Welcome to AI Daily Deep Dive. It's pretty wild to think about, this whole deep dive was researched and generated by AI just to bring you the top AI news for today, Friday, March 7th, 2025. Are you ready to dive into some fascinating AI stories?
Absolutely. It seems like every day there's a new breakthrough or even a new controversy popping up, really showing just how rapidly AI is evolving.
So true. And today is no exception. We've got stories about AI cracking secret codes, AI causing hilarious blunders, and even AI potentially getting a pretty hefty price tag.
Yeah, let's start with that price tag. The word is that OpenAI is thinking about launching premium tiers for ChatGPT.
Oh, wow.
And the highest tier could set a business back a whopping $20,000 per month.
Wait, $20,000 a month? I mean, ChatGPT is cool and all, but is it really that cool? What could possibly justify such a high price?
Well, it seems like OpenAI is trying to balance the scales.
Hmm.
Apparently, they're facing massive losses, maybe even up to $5 billion last year.
Oh, wow.
Developing and maintaining cutting-edge AI is incredibly expensive, so these premium tiers could be their way to make things more sustainable.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But what would these premium tiers actually offer? I imagine it has to be more than just, faster response times or something.
You're right, it's definitely about more than just speed. Imagine having your own specialized AI agent. For businesses, there's talk of a $2,000 a month tier with AI that can manage sales leads. Things like automating tasks and even generating marketing content.
That sounds like it could be a game changer for a lot of companies, especially, smaller ones who can't afford a whole marketing team.
Exactly. And for developers, there's a rumored $10,000 a month tier. The AI can help write and debug code and potentially speed up development time significantly. They're even discussing a top-tier package, that $20,000 one, that would provide researchers with incredibly advanced AI capabilities. Think PhD-level research assistants.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
Huh.
On the one hand, it's amazing to see just how powerful AI is becoming. But on the other hand, I can see how this could raise concerns about accessibility. Will only big corporations and well-funded institutions be able to afford these advanced tools? What happens to smaller businesses or independent researchers?
It's definitely something to think about. The landscape of AI development is changing so rapidly, and as a user, it's important to stay informed about how these advancements might impact you. But for now, let's shift gears to a story that proves even the AI tools we use daily aren't always perfect. Remember Apple's voice-to-text feature? Well, it seems like it's made another, shall we say, interesting mistake.
Oh, you mean the story about the Scottish grandmother and the car dealership? I heard about that.
Yeah, that one. Apparently, this grandmother received a voicemail from a car dealership inviting her to an event. Pretty standard, right? Except when she used Apple's voice-to-text to transcribe the message, it included some incredibly inappropriate language.
I bet she was surprised. Do we know what happened?
It seems like a perfect storm of factors confused the AI. The Scottish accent combined with some background noise, the fact that the caller was reading from a script, all of that threw the algorithm off completely. And it's not the first time Apple's AI has made a blunder. Remember when it kept typing racist as Trump?
Oh, yeah. It makes you wonder if we're putting too much trust in these tools before they're truly ready.
That's a valid point. These incidents are a good reminder that AI, even from tech giants like Apple, is still under development. As users, we need to be aware of their limitations and use them with a healthy dose of skepticism, especially when it comes to sensitive information.
Speaking of trusting AI, did you hear about the attempts to crack the Kryptos code using AI?
Ah, yes, Kryptos. For those unfamiliar, this mysterious sculpture sits outside CIA headquarters. It's covered in coded messages that have baffled cryptographers for 35 years. But now people are turning to AI chatbots like Grok 3 to try and crack the code.
And are they having any luck?
Some people are claiming to have solved it using AI, but Jim Sanborn, the artist who created Kryptos, isn't buying it. He says AI is just spitting out random incorrect answers and completely misses the artistic intent behind the challenge. He even compared it to claiming you climbed Mount Everest by taking a helicopter.
That's a pretty scathing critique.
It is, and it points to a bigger conversation about the role of AI in problem solving. While AI can be a powerful tool for analyzing data and identifying patterns, it doesn't possess the same kind of creative intuition and deep understanding that humans do. It's great at crunching numbers, but it doesn't always grasp the nuance and complexity of human endeavors like art.
It seems like AI has a lot to learn about the human touch. Speaking of art, there's a fascinating debate happening at the University of Florida about a new AI certificate program in the College of the Arts.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Right. Some artists are worried that AI will replace human creativity and take their jobs. But the professor leading the program, Heidi Boisvert, believes that understanding AI can actually empower artists. She sees AI as just another tool in their creative arsenal.
This is a really important conversation to have. I'm curious to hear more about both sides of the argument. It's fascinating to see how AI is pushing the boundaries of creative expression. It's like we're at the dawn of a new artistic era.
I know, right? It's exciting and a little bit intimidating all at the same time. So tell me more about this certificate program at the University of Florida. What are the students learning?
Well, the program seems to be focused on giving artists a foundational understanding of AI concepts, things like algorithms, machine learning, that kind of stuff. But it's not just about the technical side. Professor Boisver is emphasizing the history and theory behind AI. She even traces it back to the mid-20th century with those Macy conferences on cybernetics, where scientists and thinkers were already exploring ideas about communication and control systems, ideas that are at the core of AI today.
So she's trying to provide a bigger context for understanding AI, not just presenting it as this brand new disruptive force. That's pretty smart.
Exactly. By understanding the historical and theoretical underpinnings of AI, Professor Boisper believes artists can see it as part of a larger continuum of technological innovation. Think about the invention of the camera. It revolutionized art, but it didn't destroy painting. Instead, photography became its own unique art form, and painting evolved alongside it.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
And there are already artists who are embracing AI as a creative tool, right?
Absolutely. There is this master's student in the program, Tessa Register, who's really excited about the potential of AI. She sees it as a way to enhance her artistic practice, not replace it. She believes that understanding and leveraging technology, including AI, can empower artists to explore new ideas and push creative boundaries.
It's like having a new set of brushes or a new musical instrument. The tool itself doesn't create the art, it's the artist who uses it in innovative ways.
Exactly. And this collaboration between humans and AI isn't limited to art. Remember Professor Jallamore, the philosopher we discussed earlier? He's grappling with how to teach critical thinking in an age where AI can write essays for students.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a challenge. Is he advocating for banning AI in the classroom altogether?
Not necessarily. He's concerned, and rightfully so, that students might rely too heavily on AI and miss out on the crucial learning process of researching, writing, and revising their own work. These steps are essential for developing critical thinking skills and finding your own voice.
But what if instead of viewing AI as a threat, we explored ways to integrate it into education in a way that actually enhances critical thinking?
That's the million-dollar question. It's about finding that delicate balance between embracing new technologies and preserving the core values of education. Imagine if AI could help students research more efficiently or provide feedback on their writing, freeing up their time and mental energy to focus on higher-level analysis and critical thinking.
That's a really intriguing idea. It's about shifting the focus from using AI to simply get the right answer to using AI to deepen our understanding and explore different perspectives.
It reminds me of John Nosta's idea that AI can actually enhance our cognitive abilities. Imagine AI as a thought partner, helping us challenge our assumptions and see things from new angles. It could revolutionize education, pushing students to think more critically and creatively than ever before.
I love that idea. AI is a collaborator, not a competitor. It's a completely different way of looking at it.
And this collaborative potential extends far beyond education and art. Think about scientific research, healthcare, even how we solve global challenges like climate change. AI could be an incredible force for good if we harness its power responsibly.
It's a lot to wrap your head around. All this talk about AI's potential makes those premium ChatGPT tiers we discussed earlier seem even more significant. Who will have access to these advanced tools, and how will that shape the future?
You've hit on a critical point. The accessibility and affordability of AI will have a huge impact on its development and how it's used.
It's like the early days of the internet when access was limited and expensive.
Yeah.
It took time for it to become widely available and truly transform society.
Exactly. We need to ensure that the benefits of AI are shared widely and don't just benefit those who can afford the high price tag. This is where the conversation about AI ethics becomes crucial. We need to be mindful of potential biases and algorithms and work to ensure that AI is used fairly and equitably. It's a lot to consider. On the one hand, I'm excited about the potential of AI to solve problems and push the boundaries of creativity, but on the other hand, I'm wary of the potential pitfalls like bias and accessibility issues.
I agree. It's like we're standing at a crossroads, and the choices we make now about AI development and implementation will have a profound impact on the future.
So where do we go from here? What can we do as individuals to ensure that AI is used for good?
That's a great question. I think awareness is key. The more we understand about AI, how it works, and its potential impact, the better equipped we'll be to engage in informed discussions and make conscious choices about the technology we use and support.
So it's not just about the engineers and the coders, it's about all of us taking an active role in shaping the future of AI.
Absolutely. We need to be having conversations about AI ethics, about responsible development, about access and affordability, and we need to be holding the developers and policymakers accountable for creating AI systems that benefit society as a whole. It sounds like a call to action. This has been an incredibly thought-provoking deep dive, and I feel like I have a much better understanding of the complex landscape of AI.
Me too. And it's clear that the story of AI is still being written. What we do today will determine the chapters to come.
Well, that's our AI Daily Deep Dive for today. Remember, this entire episode was researched and generated by AI, which just shows you how powerful this technology is becoming.
We've explored some fascinating stories about the potential, the pitfalls, and the future of AI, from premium ChatGPT subscriptions to AI's impact on art education, and even the way we think.
If anything's clear, it's that AI is here to stay.
Right.
The question is, how will we shape its development and ensure that it's used to create a better world for everyone?
Here's a final thought to leave you with. If AI can truly enhance our cognitive abilities, as John Nosta suggests, what are the limits of human potential in an AI-powered world?
It's an exciting and daunting question all at the same time. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the possibilities.